The test runs I've been doing of this, they sound decent. Definitely sounds better than when I was playing Genshin on my phone actively, because I'm pretty sure the video I'm gonna have in the background is like pre-recorded. I'm not two separate videos, okay? Anyway, this is something I've been thinking about since Nod Cry came out, and I really haven't been making a lot of Genshin videos because I haven't really been content with, like, just with where Genshin is right now. Like, my appeal for it really went down after Fontaine. I think during Natlan, especially because I was like one of the people who was super excited for Natlan because I am part of the culture they would be representing. So I was like, oh my god, guys, it's my turn. Like, fuck, after like 5 years, it's my turn. Like, yay! And then it came out and like, full offense, it just, Natlan was interesting. Natlan, you know, bro, I don't know what you want from me. Anyway, that one is not the point of today's topic. Actually, what I wanted to talk about was Columbina, and more specifically her design. People have made videos about Columbina and why she did not work, okay? And I'm one of those people. Well, I haven't made the video, but I agree that Columbina just didn't work. And for me personally, I think it was like, I really liked her in the original Fatui trailer that was like from a while ago. That was like 2022. Oh my god, I was like 14 when that came. I was 14 when that came out. I graduate in like a week. Anyway, it's just like, so I have a photo on my iPad. Sorry if you hear the tapping noises. Again, I'm not not a professional, guys. But the photo of her original outfit, you can't even see that much. And also, warning, people have been annoyed that this is a topic. Like, you can't point out the fact that her design now is not similar to her Nod Cry design, when technically a lot of the Harbinger's outfits are not. Like, yes, Arlecchino, warning, I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Like, yes, Arlecchino does not have the big fur coat, but you can see like the little fur. This is me without looking at the photo, by the way, because I only have Columbina saved for this. Without like she has that little red symbol still there. Like, it's still part of her design when she was released and she became playable and she became a harbinger in Fontaine. Like, it's still a part of her design. And I feel the same way about, like, who else have we seen? I don't even know. Okay, whatever. Arlecchino's design, besides like the furry coat, you could still see aspects of it from this trailer. With Columbina, you get this from official from MiHoYo, from HoYoverse. You get this like pretty white dress. It's this long draping dress, and I do not know exactly where this is from. I'm sure you might have seen it if you were an older Columbina fan, but this is from the Hoyo Fair event. I say Hoyo Fair because Hoyo Fair, it's in the name. Like, MiHoYo, HoYoverse, it's canon to, well, maybe not canon, I certainly don't think it's canon, but it's like kind of sponsored, if not being shown by HoYoverse. I have to make a point to say HoYoverse, or I will forget. And it's just like, the design in this is that she has another long gown. It looks like it's like in the style of analog horror. She is built up to be this ominous presence. And again, I was out of the Genshin loop when Nod Cry really came out. I truly did not care. In that trailer where it shows like the four, it's like Asmodee. Well, no, Asmodee's missing. It's Azeroth. The four sages, I think, from Celestia. She's like, Columbina is like staticky and glitchy in this trailer. And I think that glitchiness, it's shared with the Hoyo Fair one. Like, they're the same aspect. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like the same aspect. It's the same characterization. Or if not the same, but like pretty similar. I think for me personally, I love, if you know anything about me, I love cutesy characters that are built up to be, like, they're cute in appearance, and then you learn about them and their lore or their strength or something, like their mental state is revealed to be horrifying or more than they let on. In the short, where it's like all of the harbingers fighting, Columbina has this very pretty, what's the word? Very, very pretty biblic, accurate to the Bible angelic atmosphere to her. Like, she has all the wings, it's everywhere. And as I'm looking at the photo, because it's been the photo I'm staring at while I talk, even like the sides of the photo, they are glitchy again, going into that same thing we talked about the Hoyo Fair, going Stairway to Heaven video design. Let me see what else I have. Her new design, okay, I think her new design is really cute. I like her new design. I just don't think it fits her. Like, in I think the trailer when she came out, I know the videos, but I don't know exactly where they're from. Because I have this like pre-saved. Like, in this video, we get to see what she looks like under the jacket for like a split second, and it's like not even like it kind of looks like, to me it looks like sleepwear, or like pretty fit. Again, I'm from the photo, I can only see the like the top half, but it just doesn't seem like something a harbinger would wear under a big white covering the body dress. Hair is gorgeous, and also I think the big key aspects of her design that people like now, being the mask with the wings on the back and then the hair, that was part of her original design. Like, you can't change Columbina's hair and mask and the wings on the back without changing Columbina. Like, you could cosplay her and just have the mask with the wings in the back and have the hair, and people would recognize you and close your eyes. Like, that's been part of her character for years, and it's just really jarring to see what we've had for years of her character design be this flowy, like very pretty white dress, and then kind of overnight she gets this jacket. I do like her heels and like the things on her, the ribbons on her arm, very cute. I do like this design. It just, I don't know, it doesn't make sense as someone who's been kind of characterized as like an ominous threat or like a glitch in the system or something like that, you know? And I hate when people be like, oh my god, this was all fan-in, because no, these images are from the Winter Night's Lasso that was officially posted from Genshin, and then like the Stairway from Heaven, which is like, I don't even know, I don't know if it's like a sponsor from Hoyo Fair, but Hoyo was in the name, okay? Like, you can't blame people for that, I feel like. It's like, if I, like, Hoyo was literally in the name. Like, when they use miHoYo, a Hoyoverse, it's like kind of a sponsorship. I don't know. Just like the art being promoted has Hoyo in it, so I feel like it's understandable that these people would regard it as some kind of semi-canon, because obviously, like, the side stuff they do with, like, A's and stuff, it isn't canon. People know that that's not canon. This also, I'm gonna hopefully put in the thumbnail or title that this is a rant. This is just me yapping straight from my mind. I have no notes. I just have photos that I saved and stuff like that, and obviously the video playing in the background and like, you know, whatever. Her voice, Columbina's voice, to me, I think is very forcefully airy and like breathy. Like, me, when I talk like that because I'm not used to speaking to a camera or speaking to a mic or speaking into a mic, speaking at a wall. That's basically what I'm doing. It's weird that Columbina, like, okay, I think it's that, like, she's been isolated and she's been used up for power, so it makes sense she's not the best at vocalizing her expressions and stuff like that. But, like, in comparison to Sucrose, and she might be a bad comparison to make because of her recent voice actor change, but I choose Sucrose because she's someone I liked for years because she's a shyer character. Her voice is not as airy, especially now. Her voice is just, it's just how she speaks. But with Columbina, it's like, hello, and how are you today? I don't know. I'm being really nitpicky about it. But this whole video is me ranting because I feel like they did her design dirty, and I feel like they did her dirty, and it just doesn't sit right with me. Because if you look at the Winter Night's Lasso posted from the official Genshin account like 2-3 years ago, and she is characterized as ominous. She is leaning over this grave of her colleague. Again, we don't know the relationship. We, at the bare minimum, they are colleagues, and she is singing. She is singing a beautiful, almost peaceful lullaby with a smile on her face, and she's like draped over it, and it's like an oddly beautiful and angelic scene. It's pretty, but characterization here is that she is smiling as she sings to her dead coworker, like, and it's kind of portrayed as ominous. I don't know if maybe I read into it too much when it came out, but it's portrayed as an ominous thing. And I want to compare this to the Hoyo Fair video I've been talking about, in which the Stairway to Heaven, which is the Hoyo Fair video,
else is in the space with me. It's coming up the stairs. Looks like a girl. Something's off. It's too detailed to be a glitch. I see her projected in the camera, but not when I...
right? And again, you get this sense of ominous from her, that she is she's not a damsel in distress. Like, she is cute, she has a pretty appearance, but she's more than that. She is more than she lets on. And you even see that at the end of the Not Cry trailer, before it came out, with the Four Sages of Celestia. Like, she is this glitchy force. And again, with the Hoyo Fair video, I don't know if this is a Hoyo Fair video. We're gonna go on a field trip, and I'm looking that up right now. Okay, yes. The Fatui Harbinger's House of the Wolves Genshin Impact anime short from Hoyo Fair 2022. That was also a Hoyo Fair video. And I don't know what the consensus is. I don't know if this is fan art sponsored by Hoyoverse or something like that. But it has Hoyo in the name. Like, I feel like you cannot be upset that people are viewing this as semi-canon, especially characterization. Like, the AUs, okay, that makes sense for it not to be seen as canon, because when else are you gonna see, like, Lumion and Risley, I don't know how you say his name, the wolf guy from Fontaine. Where else are you gonna see them, like, fighting and shooting with guns? Like, I don't know. And I get kind of, like, the whole, oh my god, you guys are upset that the fanon and canon are different. When in canon, the very least before this in canon, from Genshin themselves, was her glitching at the end of the Not Cry trailer with the Four Sages of Celestia, and her singing draped over the coffin of Signora in the Night Summer Lasso, whatever, Winter Night's Lasso. Okay, like, I don't know. Like, when I first saw her, I was expecting, like, almost an evil Venti. Like, Venti is a good character. He has good morals, arguably. He does good things. But he has a cutesy, almost unassuming appearance to him. And then you realize, oh my god, like, this guy's like a not descendant, I don't know what the word, but he's like a wind wisp related to time and Isroth, which is one of the Four Sages of Celestia. Like, he looks so unassuming and almost cutesy and innocent, but he has this power to him, and we know that's canon because he didn't use his power as a Venti Defender, day one Venti Defender. He never used his power against La Signora, and we know that. We've known, the clues have been there that he's been unassuming for years, but he does have this higher power. And I got that kind of vibe from Columbina, and so it feels really unsettling. Not unsettling, that's me being dramatic, but it feels very weird that, like, we're just expected to accept the fact that beneath that white dress, beneath the white dress, and beneath the white coat specifically, I'm looking at the Winter Night's Lasso, she had a coat. Beneath this coat, she just has, like, I don't even know, like, a lingerie thing, because it's really short. I think it's supposed to be a dress. Okay, I'm gonna assume it's a dress, and the jacket is covering it. It's such a cute design. I really do like it, but it just doesn't feel like what we've been fed crumbs of Columbina. And, like, I talked about this with one of my friends, which kind of led me to make this video in the first place, despite not having posted for, like, months, because, bro, okay, Columbina was, like, the third Fatui Harbinger, and we've been told for years, like, this is someone who's been playing since, like, 2021, like, a really long time, and we just expected, so she's from an evil organization known as the Fatui, and they've just been making stuff up, or they've done some bad things, and then she goes to Not Cry, and has, like, this story about how her power has been used and all that, and she needs help, and they help her, I'm sorry. I don't know if this is just maybe I'm an asshole. Okay, warning. This could literally just be me. But if I knew someone who was from an evil organization wanted help, and assuming I'm just like some nobody from Not a Cry, I I would not help you. I'm sorry, bro. I would not fucking help you because I do not know what you've done, especially if you were a harbinger. Not even like the NPCs we find laying around. No, it's a harbinger. I don't know. I'm probably really biased, but I hate when people say that, oh, you all you want, like, you're mad Columbina isn't the canon. You're mad that the version you made of Columbina in your head wasn't canon, which is kind of, it doesn't make sense because the little characterization we've seen of her has kind of been this cutesy, innocent looking girl, this angelic character, and she's more powerful than she lets on. She's literally a third harbinger for a reason that is higher than Signora, than who else did we know at the time in 2010? Signora, Child, Arlecchino. You know, when they made her playable, stronger than her too, because I'm pretty sure she's like fourth or fifth. I don't have it memorized, but it's like, I don't know. To summarize this, how long is this recording? 20-minute rant. I don't know. I'm really sad that they did not deliver with the original characterization we got of her, and her voice. Her voice sounds too much like mine, in a bad way. Like, my voice is very clearly not a professional voice actor, and like I clearly am just speaking at a wall, and like I take breaths, and I'm pretty airy because I'm not a professional, and I don't like that vibe from a character who's supposed to be. The whole thing was like everything about her, like I could see it where everything about her appearance was unassuming, including her voice, and her voice kind of gave off more awkward, shy vibes. That would be cute. But it's not that. It's her voice is really airy and breathy and kind of light, and she's just like, please help me, and like I need to defeat Revere, and like I need your help. Okay, whatever. This Columbina rant ended. I promise. I need to end this video. I need to end this recording. Okay, okay. If you made it this far, guys, thank you. Heart emoji. So sweet. I really appreciate you guys listening to this random rant I decided to make at like 2 p.m. because Columbina pissed me off. Have a good day.